What's good? What's real? What's being ignored? This is Heard, the place where music, culture, business, and the streets collide. And today, nothing gets brushed under the rug. From Atlanta's evolution to industry power plays, from first day out anthems to streaming shaking up the TV system that we all know and love, we're saying what everyone's been thinking. And if it mattered in the past month, we're going to be discussing it here today. Welcome back to Heard. Let's get right into it. Where do you guys want to start? Do we go down the list like normal, or do we mix it up?
Shit, let's go down.
Let's go down the list like normal.
Down the hill.
Right down the hill. Okay, shit. The Atlanta rap scene. Fuck the streets movement. Is it fuck the streets, boy, or is it save the streets? Which one is it?
Fuck the streets is what they said.
21 came back in the little Instagram little pop he had and interview live or whatever he did with some guy, and he said that he meant to say save the streets and that we have to stop all the systemic things that we built within the streets that tear down black people, essentially.
I don't know how. I don't think the streets can ever be saved.
I don't think he was saying save the streets.
Well, no, in the thing he said, that's what he meant to say.
Oh, okay.
He said that he shouldn't have said fuck the streets. He said maybe those are the wrong choice of words because of all the backlash he was getting from it.
I mean, I feel like people are just being retarded.
21 are the people who are criticizing
The
21.
people that are criticizing. Like when he's saying fuck the streets, he's basically saying fuck all the goddamn fuck put yourself in position to where you're doing shit that makes no sense just to be street. Just to goddamn hold up this street code. Like I don't think he's saying fuck the streets. Some people I'm seeing they saying like he's saying fuck the streets like we don't care about what that's in the streets and stuff like that. I don't think that's what he meant. I feel like he just meant goddamn all the dumb shit of the streets. Fuck that.
And so I want to open it up to Sam and to Breezy here, who we also have on the cast. I didn't properly introduce us, but you know who we are.
You know
so many
what's going
episodes in, right? This is, of course, Breezy Castillo, Sammy Socialite, Mitch Moses, all a part of the three-piece conglomerate. We're here giving you guys the newest information. I do want to ask, Young Thug's legal situation has been a catalyst to this situation, I would say. I would say after the RICO there for YSL, things drastically changed for how artists and labels kind of perceive what's possible out of the streets. And my question is, this isn't new for the streets. We've had legal trouble in the streets before. This isn't new for artists. It's not new for rap. Why now are we making this change to? And then not that it's a bad thing, just why now? How come not like last year or like 10 years ago? But do you think that Young Thug situation was just as? Do you think it was so bad?
I feel like it was goddamn. It ain't been the same. It ain't been this. Never seen this.
Niggas
In
know
terms of
the
that.
A in shambles.
Yeah.
You said A. This is the worst A has ever been.
Well, I wasn't even saying
Why
anything
is
like
that? Why would you say that?
Cause Rico after goddamn, everybody going down, nigga, or dying. Hell, so like the industry as a whole and the
But
land.
everyone's not.
Really not. We lost Takeoff, we lost Trouble, we lost
Takeoff got shot,
mean,
not
we
in
lost
it.
Takeoff.
Takeoff didn't even get killed in
Houston.
Atlanta.
Yeah, but
Well, he
he
didn't say that was why.
So, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
you
I
talking
feel
about
like-
this, you're saying that Atlanta's in a shambles, and you're still not telling me why. Because that's not a thing.
I
Well,
just
I can
hear
tell you
Ricos and
A
dying.
one RICO for a group of people that deserve to get a RICO is not having Atlanta in shambles.
That's my
nigga.
stance on it.
Like-
that's my big. That's the foundation of my stance on it.
Okay.
Because it was literally Young Thug and Gunna. Them the only important people that was a part of said RICO.
No,
Quote unquote. You know what I'm saying?
Lucci
Like,
had
you
a
know,
RICO
yeah.
as well.
Lucci
And-
is out of jail already.
Yeah, but
So
he just said there's been
it's
RICO.
not. That's two people.
I mean, that was like a
Okay,
5-year long, you know,
Hood Rich
like-
Pablo Bump, whatever his name is, had a RICO. It's been
Bo
more
PF
RICOs.
is coming.
So don't.
But who
You know,
are those people to say that they got the Atlanta rap scene in shambles, nigga?
Well,
Knowing-
I'm not saying that's
like,
the reason why Atlanta rap scene is in shambles.
So don't defend his point. Let him defend his point. I don't want to hear that. Why
What I'm
is
saying is, it's because like it's been a multitude of niggas who either like nigga. I mean, you take Atlanta as a whole, the game fucked up. Like that's why 21 saying what he's saying. Nigga. Goddamn, what happened to the streets? The streets is fucked up. Anybody who a street nigga should know it ain't no love in the streets to begin with. which is the whole point of what 21 is saying. Goddamn, you only gonna go to jail, you gonna get locked up, or you gonna fucking die. Goddamn, that's the only way that shit go for it. Or you might go, you might get rich and sell off to the sunset, but that's if you smart enough to goddamn remove yourself from all the bullshit. No, but most niggas don't. And here we are.
Okay, so I think goddamn, for what you said first about Young Thug, I feel like the situation is completely different. There ain't never been a situation where top nigga in the top city of the culture has gone to jail in his prime, basically.
Gucci. But I want to speak on this. I want to speak on that. I want to speak on this though, because this is my thing. Is like, I think Gucci did this essentially the same thing. When Gucci came out of jail, he said "fuck the streets." It's just 21's tweet. The 21's tweet power.
When he got out, the last time he got out, which wasn't recent, by the way.
Yeah,
and so look, but this is my thing. My point overarching is that 21's tweet power is so strong that we act like we haven't seen this happen before. When we just haven't seen people react to it this way, and it have this much weight on it. We've seen artists go to jail, denounce the streets, and not do that, but still be artists, but just not be in the streets for real. And so the thing is, like, we've seen this before, but now that 21 does it and he tweets about it, and he tweets "fuck the streets," now people are acting like him tweeting that is actually killing the streets, dead ass. They act like his tweet power is just the say so. And I feel like that is the big difference. But I also will say, when he says "fuck the streets," is he just saying "fuck the streets" like, people, nigga, you can just be tweeting "fuck the streets" and shit. He fucked up right now, nigga. Fuck the streets. Not saying I'm turning my back on the streets completely, but just nigga, fuck the streets. Like, you mad tonight? I'm mad on a 9 p.m. night. Fuck the streets. And now it's 2025. It's 21 Savage. You look at this differently than Gucci rapping about this shit.
The thing to me is, he ain't even in the streets. He ain't been in the streets in a very long time. So for people to think about it like that, I do think they're overreacting. They're being crazy because
you say think about it like what?
That he's saying "fuck the streets," bad people, bad shit happen in the streets, blah blah blah. Like, I'm getting out the streets, so I'm saying "fuck the streets." No, he's been out the streets.
The niggas tell if 4L out here heavy in the streets.
Yeah, I mean,
4L is who?
21 and his people. Goddamn.
I wouldn't say he's completely out the streets, but he's definitely removed from when he first came out. But the bottom line is, if people are looking at it, so are we asking why?
I think niggas
My question is this. One, if I could talk to 21, I would ask him, what do you mean by "fuck the streets"?
What do you mean by that?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what exactly do you mean?
I feel like he told us that in the Big Bang.
No, I feel like in there he says that the streets have gave me trauma, and we don't need to be giving our energy to the streets.
So
Fuck
that's
the
what he
streets.
means by "fuck the streets."
I understand that, but you still have a gang. You still have an active gang that is under your wing. So I hear you, but what do you mean by that? That can only be shown through actions. And so I would have to see what he does next.
A gang?
I mean, I guess.
Like, what?
Bro, PDE, nudie, I don't even want to get into it because that's sneaking, right? I can't even do it.
I don't know.
According to 21, I can't do it. But look.
Well, I actually literally don't know. And I'm trying to figure out how niggas know about things that happen in the streets and they're not in the streets.
I went to GSU and these niggas literally, like, that's their...
Okay.
That was their, like...
Okay. And saying that, how many years ago was that?
4.
I mean, it's the
Dummy.
that question.
Is it just
But
for?
that question is disingenuous because you know about things that you're not a part of. You know about football. You're not playing football. So
Why are you saying my question is disingenuous? It was a regular question, dog.
you saying
It was very genuine.
No, you're saying how do people know about the streets that they're not in? That's a disingenuous question. Because
No, I'm asking because I live here and I don't know shit about that. Which is why I asked.
That's okay.
And that's all I did.
I told you.
And exactly.
But then you ain't
There's no
it's like
4. That's not why I said 4 years ago. I'm saying just because niggas was doing shit 4 years ago, they might not be doing that shit now. And what I was saying. But again, I don't know about these niggas. I'm literally asking questions.
Okay, so what I want to know, I want to ask a
Hold
simple
on,
question that can be
quick.
answered with a yes or no after this.
All right. It's a quick interjection. So I feel like niggas psychologically fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's why if you mad at him saying fuck the streets, probably something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you should be at a, if you've been in the streets, you should be at a point in the age where like, all right, nigga, like I've seen all these niggas fall. You know what I'm saying? Before all the fame, like I just seen just regular niggas who I know fall. You know what I'm saying? At what point do I want to fool myself?
And maybe
you been hurt by some shit, you might say fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is what it is.
Maybe it's more complicated than just goddamn him completely stop doing things streetwise right now.
Oh, it is. Yes, it has to be.
I feel like saying I want to see you do it. I feel like the first step of seeing is saying. Like you have to say,
Nah.
yeah, because
No. You can say that to yourself. You don't gotta tweet it and then have a, because he has a voice that's big, bro. You don't have to do that. And you don't have to be influential.
Okay,
the same way you didn't have to influence people to do the drugs and kill people in the first place.
Okay, so do we want him to not say fuck the streets?
I want him to be careful with his words, which they never do. You know what I'm saying? I want the rappers to be careful with their words, because the way when he tweets that at 9 p.m. on a random night, and he don't even mean to hurt nobody, he hurt himself, bro. People, rappers, influential people from up and down the whole spectrum start either they choose a side. We put a divide in it, and it's in the name. Because it's in the name of stopping people from dying and being in gangs. It's good, but words are cheap, in my opinion. And your words are actually expensive. That's the problem. Your words are expensive. So it's like, come on, bro. I can't just, you can't just say that. It's like, he's like a politician.
Well,
You can't just be chatting.
But I mean, even if he want, I feel like if you say saying fuck the streets isn't bad, then he can just say that. You could be as slippery as you want to be with positive things. Like, I don't care, goddamn. It's different than goddamn him saying something negative, and now we have to be like, you can't just say that, because it's definitely going to have a negative effect. Even if people taking it out of context of literally fuck the streets, that's still good.
I feel like when you have a voice, you have a responsibility, and especially when your voice has been a detriment to a society up until this point, I don't want to hear your voice anymore. I want to see actions.
So you got to do
what
something
action?
bigger.
What is an example of an action?
You got to do something bigger than Glenwood Day, nigga.
What is an example of an action that
get Nudie and them 4PF niggas, get on video and denounce all rivalries you have? First of all, further than that, I want you to go and
I feel like
take some. I know it's called a death sentence, but this is what you do when it's fuck the streets. It's fuck all that. You don't have no love for that no more. So we not fuck that. We have love for bigging up our community and building up our community. Now go do that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Now what he doing for Gunna and Thug and all that shit, it's amazing. Amongst his peers, that's amazing. You've affected more than just your peers. You got some more work to do, deeper than just the 5 people that's around you. You know what I'm saying? Like me. And he might not feel that way. He's just a human. It's cool. That's the weight that I put on his shoulders. He might not feel that same weight. So it's whatever. But that's why I feel like everybody is joining in, because when he say fuck the streets at 9 p.m. and he mad, it's big, bro. That's why all the other rappers are joining in fuck the streets, because they all feel the same way. But the thing, we all look at them like, nigga, y'all the niggas who've been perpetuating this shit, nigga. So I don't understand, nigga. The fuck the streets is cool. You can talk that all night. But now what? And you know what? I'm just yelling now. We'll see. I can yell more in 2 months when they don't do shit. You feel me?
What he do?
This nigga is getting on my fucking nerves, acting like the Atlanta artists are just so bad in the streets, as if he don't root for the most notorious thug of all time.
What he was saying. I feel like
you can't stop defending him.
I'm not defending him, because it's other people that say his original question was, does Atlanta look bad? Asa basically agreed. Basically, I gotta like
Atlanta ain't gonna take an L.
Wait. His original statement was, does Atlanta look bad? Basically, Asa basically agreed. I'm not defending Asa. I'm defending that stance. And the stance is, I didn't finish. The stance is, it's not about is Atlanta actually doing bad. It's about What is Atlanta's perception right now? It's perceived that Atlanta is taking L's. That's what matters. We're not talking about is it actually are actually all our rappers dead or are actually all our rappers in jail. We talking about when the world looks at Atlanta, who has been the leading force as a city in the hip hop culture for the past 10, 15 years, what do they see? They see Atlanta taking an L. That's what they see.
Awesome, great. I'm glad you feel that way.
It's not about what I said. They said. I said they see.
And
I didn't
so-
say I see.
When you talk about the perception of other people looking in on Atlanta, I think that's what kind of hurts the conversation for the global conversation of it, because what helps Atlanta kind of looks bad from the outside in. Like, us saying fuck the streets looks terrible because it looks like we're not in solidarity. The rappers in solidarity with the citizens, the rappers in solidarity with each other, it looks like we're kind of fucked up. But it's good for Atlanta overall.
As a city.
When we were dying and the gangs were thriving, they called that solidarity, and people thought it was good. People were looking at Atlanta like we thriving. So I think that, it's so interesting to have a conversation with people who are like from Atlanta, and then to see the conversation online with all these people who are like from India, and people with these fake ass pages on Twitter and shit.
Better question, Sam, since you don't believe this perception is real, or you don't believe that Atlanta's taking the L.
I have no
Who
comment
of this-
on that. That's so.
We had a lot.
He said,
That's what I'm saying.
you
You
see the hack.
hack.
I wasn't talking about Hawks. I wasn't talking
Okay,
about
so I'm
that
asking
shit.
you-
I'm talking about you kept making all these when Don was talking about how the gang shit and how the people are in gang activity and shit like that. And that's why I said it's crazy coming from you when you're a young boy fan. That's all I said. I don't care about what the fuck that was. Because as a podcast, yes, we see what the topic says. Atlanta rap scene, fuck the streets. However, it's a continuing conversation, moving parts. I'm not stuck on the same shit that was at the beginning. We moved past that. We talked about that already. So I just thought it's funny that this nigga feels some type of way about my Atlanta rappers when he is a fan of the thug.
So that's the
about-
problem. You're
we talking
you're
about
taking
whole
it
city.
personal to my Atlanta
And when
rappers.
Well,
Like he's
that's a
attacking Atlanta.
podcast, bro.
Yeah, I wish I knew some of the NLE moves from that shit.
That's a podcast, bro. I'm going to do that.
Yes.
Like this is not news. This is not. I don't have to have
But you're not
just straight
attacking
facts.
you
We
personally.
are doing opinions and feelings. I don't. You can say that, and that's fine. I'm still gonna feel like that because I'm from Atlanta, and I'm gonna support my shit. Period.
Supports Atlanta rappers.
Right.
I was just gonna ask you, what was the Atlanta rapper that you love, or what Atlanta artist that you love that you feel like is keeping us afloat? In that case, since you think that Atlanta is not taking or perceived L,
all I know is everywhere I
no
go,
answer.
And they said black.
Okay. Anyway,
nigga, you will not fucking. I'm finna answer the question. Like I said, and you're gonna get the fuck out of my fucking face. Anyway, all I know is everywhere I go, there's always 8 of 10 songs playing on the radio or in the club in different cities, and 8 of them 10 is Atlanta people. So regardless of what that you say the perception is, niggas is still listening to Future, niggas is still listening to 21 Savage, niggas is still listening to Lil Baby, niggas is still listening to fucking T.I. for goodness sake. Not that he done dropped something, but it's just like they always playing our shit. So
I mean I'd rather believe in streaming numbers than radio play. That's for nobody. That's not what the
I
people
said
are
radio
asking.
and clubs and bars. I specifically said that as well.
That's
So
still
we love the
forced.
fact that they're playing our songs in these clubs and bars across the nation, but that kind of goes back to my point that like we're kind of fucked up as a city. We're not, play our shit. You love our shit. Yeah, cool. Come live here and come be.
No.
Come,
We don't
like,
want them
they
to
don't
come live here.
We don't
They
want them
already
to
have
live on
moved here.
I'm not,
Thousands
that
and
was a
thousands have
figurative
done
thing.
come.
That was a figurative thing, so I could say come step in our shoes. Not to say
No.
come live here. I know traffic is bad.
Sure.
I know it's
Every
overpopulated.
day,
I know it's homeless people here. Don't yell at me, okay?
It's not
I'm just
bad.
saying come step in our shoes for a second
That's
so they can
fucking
experience that, man,
All these niggas from different cities
our
coming here
older,
trying to
our
say I'm from
older
Atlanta.
uncles and aunts are fighting right
You're
now.
from
You know what I'm
Baton
saying?
Rouge.
Like, this ain't like something that is fun for us, even though from the outside in, people are looking like,
at least middle school.
oh, we're so popular right now because people are saying fuck the streets. It's like, man, this shit kind of fucked up here. But we still have artists like Future and Young Thug, 21 Savage, who, like you said, are at the top of the streaming game, 21 does the interview with Big Bank. He's got plaques behind him. It's so amazing, but he's crying for help with all those plaques behind him. And it's so interesting to see, those things and the impact that it's had on the streets and his perspective on it now. Overall, I'm happy that 21 is doing what he's doing. I'm questioning his leadership ability, point blank. But I'm so happy that he's taking the role, and I want to see what he does. I'm excited to see, and I'm excited for Atlanta because, yes, we need change. I'm just hoping that, sometimes you ring the bell and you ain't ready to eat.
Well, 21, the best option we got. Somebody got to be in the spot.
The expectation of having a leader is also just, I don't know. I just find it crazy.
I think it is crazy.
But
I think it is, and we never had this conversation until somebody shows us that they want to be a leader. That's why we're having the conversation. I wouldn't have had this conversation.
I think the nigga just
had 21 not.
I think he just wanted to fix the problems of the niggas around him, and that's what he's attempting to do.
You don't think he wanted to just sell that album?
I really think he wanted to help because again, these are like y'all said, these niggas are family. Like of course, 21 wants Offset and Quavo to make up. They've been making music together for years, like, and their family. If Takeoff's not here to help y'all get together, then let me be a brother and help. I think that's the leadership that trying to get Thug and Gunna to maybe talk again or whatever, but not trying to lead like he ain't trying to be Martin Luther King marching niggas to the Capitol of Georgia and be like, oh, let's stop all gangs and all that shit. And that's what people took it as. I think the nigga just want them niggas to get their shit together. And that includes Future and all the beefs he got too.
I feel like it's deeper than that. I feel like he want them niggas to get their shit together, but he understands that if these niggas get their shit together, it trickles down to the niggas that we don't know.
Well, great. If that happens, it happens. But that's
I think that's a great point. I think that's a point that I think I've been like fighting against. Is like I'm like, man, why he only working with his friends? If you want to save Atlanta, why are you only working with his friends? His friends are the most popular people in Atlanta. They're the most the same way they influence the people to do bad. Yeah. I'm expecting them to go back and touch those same people through music and say, hey,
if they can get on one.
But it'll take another 20 years for you to influence a generation through music that way, and they're not going to be dropping music for another 20 years. So I think the best way for them to do it is to simply influence each other's minds and then get in a position where they are in control of the next generation with these labels, like they're doing with Nudie, like they're doing with the people under them, free bands, like they're doing with PDE, etc. I think those are great places to start to really make change that can influence the streets because those people run the streets. Free bands, PDE, these are huge coalitions in the city that really have influence. And so I do feel like it's something that may take some time, and maybe you do have to start at the top, like you said. And speaking of starting at the top, going all the way back down to the bottom and trying to get back up there, this First Day Out by H.E.A.R.D, I really wanted to ask, what is you guys' favorite First Day Out of all time? Just a simple one answer. What artist?
Wow.
I ain't got no one answer, nigga. Goddamn, come shit complex now. So
wow.
I gotta explain. I feel like Gucci got the most iconic First Day Out.
Wow.
Goddamn, I feel like artists, bar for bars, beat, so forth and so on, deliverance. T Grizzly pretty stupid. No. Goddamn. Mind you, T Grizzly first time we ever heard this nigga, just how he coming. So
I mean that was good, but the rapping and the beat wasn't better.
Goddamn, I say between T Grizzly and H.E.A.R.D for me.
Okay, and so let's. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't even let you guys answer.
Because his opinion, he did.
Sorry, it hit me.
I'm the only nigga.
I had a question right after. Yeah, go ahead.
Shit, the only one I heard is Gucci. So
okay, cool.
Okay. I've heard T Grizzlies or whatever, but like as far as
is that a popular song? I just don't remember.
It was. Hating on my downfall.
Oh, whoa. Praying on my
shit like Dreams and Nightmares.
Yeah, no, okay, but Dreams and Nightmares was huge.
But it wasn't better.
No, not better. No, not better. You're right. It was personal. You're right.
Like it's
so who you say?
I would say Gucci.
Gucci's. Okay, so Gucci's.
I'm saying why?
Maybe
wasn't there two of them? So he put out two, right? Was it two different ones? It was the same one.
Well, one was First Day Out, but the other one is First Day Out the Feds.
But the same time he got it twice, right? It's because he got out of jail
It's
twice.
the first day out song. That's
So
what
you say the first
The,
one is
the original
Yeah,
one.
the first one is the
Oh,
original
yeah.
2007, 2008, somewhere around there.
Just
And then
out
first
with
day out
a,
the
with a
feds was
blunt
like-
scarf or whatever.
I would say my personal. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry about that.
I forgot when first day out the feds came out,
Yeah.
2015 or some shit. But anyway, I listened to the FDO by Pooh Shiesty. That shit was clean. I would say probably like just off listening to it this weekend, it's probably number 2 for me.
He did some of the best rapping.
It's I say it's probably tied with First Day Out the Feds by Gucci. First Day Out original is number 1. Then FDO and First Day Out the Feds somewhere around the same level. T Grizzly, he down maybe 4th, 5th. I mean the gap
Jesus
get
fucking
big after
Christ.
that.
Okay, look, I'm gonna show my
Get
age.
big after that.
I'm gonna show my age. Can you sing the original Gucci First Day Out? Like, what was the most iconic line or some shit?
Nigga started off my day with a blunt apart, no pancakes, just a cup of syrup.
Baking soda pop and a silver sport.
Right. So
You
if I was
go to work.
If you were our age, if you were our age,
I'm gonna go to work for a hit. Hold on.
one, man.
Okay, because of my age, I'm gonna have to say T Grizzly. I'm gonna keep it straight up a buck. When I was going to clubs, like at the specific age, at 16 to 18, what was that? 2017 to 2016 to 2018 or whatever.
Yeah.
That's exactly when the First Day Out shit was hitting for me. They wasn't playing Gucci's First Day Out in the club not the clubs I was going to or whatever house parties I was going to. And
they're
stuff.
not
No.
playing that shit.
So
Unless
for me
you're
as T
legal.
Grizzly, I would say ask me again in 40 years. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
Because you gotta I need both of those.
40.
40.
I need 40 years to
listen.
get locked up.
No, but look, both of
Your
those have to
Hey.
really age, and unfortunately,
Jesus.
T Grizzly has a big head start, so I need a lot of time for that shit to fade, and then I can go listen to both of those, kind of analyze
like
them.
it's
But
not
I'll still
niggas.
never really. I don't think I'll ever really get.
There y'all-
I feel like
the impact.
FDO is less likely of a song that you play in the club. T Grizzly's First Day Out is more of a song that you play if you're in the club, but that's really the only song, maybe handful of songs that you're gonna hear from T Grizzly in the club.
And maybe because it was in the club that
You
really
can't help yourself.
influenced. Maybe that.
But you're
influenced it.
wrong because they're gonna play "Is You Up Right Now?"
I
Is
said
you up?
handful.
T
That
Grizzly.
means 5.
We
Is
got
that T Grizzly?
Yeah,
Yes.
he was a feature on that.
No, it's his song. But that's what Chris. That's because Chris always steals the song.
Yeah.
That's Chris.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I said I gave you 5 songs.
I mean, again, I'm not even finna sit up here and act like I'm finna name 5 T Grizzly songs. I was gonna ask, your NBA don't have a First Day Out? Interesting, because he's been out multiple times.
Now look, if I say what I want to say, they gonna come get me, bro. But some type of people aren't allowed to make those type of songs. I'm gonna say it like that. I can't say anything more. But when you
Well, T Grizzly's was very unique. So
no, I
that
can't.
have
I
been made.
can't. I can't. Hey, I can't.
I think the better question is who has First Day
Yeah,
Out
the better
songs?
question.
Like,
I was wondering.
I have it right here.
Kodak.
I mean, it's just it's just Gucci, Kodak, Pooh Shiesty, Wiz have. It's nobody.
You said Wiz.
Rich Pablo Juan. Look, you don't know these people. Not Wiz
Rich,
Khalifa,
nah.
nigga. So, anyways, let's go to the FDO.
Dropped one. Yeah.
Let's focus on the FDO. The song was too long, and if any song, I hate beat switches, but if any song needed a beat switch, it was that one.
I feel like he was spitting though, and that's surprising.
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
was
really-
spitting,
I'm
but the
not really-
same flow for he didn't even switch the flow.
Yeah, but you ain't really got to.
I'm
I'm
not
not really.
Oh,
a Pooh
nigga,
Shiesty.
6 minutes, you gotta switch the
you
fucking
don't
flow.
know
Get
if
the
he's a
fuck out of
Shiesty
here, bro.
fan or not. 'Cause
I
he's
mean,
been
I'm
off
not saying I
5
don't
years.
fuck with Pooh Shiesty. He cool. I'm saying I don't really like listen to him like that. So for me to listen to it and be like, okay, I'm not actually mad. I took the time to listen to the docket. Like it'd be a lot of shit that be on the docket where it'd be like, I don't want to listen to this shit, but I listened to it and I was like, okay, this is actually all right. Like I fuck with this shit. So I feel like this shit wasn't bad. It was kind of long, but I was riding in the car. I'm chilling. I'm not goddamn. That's the kind of music that don't
He was
mean
locked up for a long time. He had a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
If I say what I want to say, they gonna think I'm a hater, bro.
Stay with you. It's your shit, nigga.
You gonna say it's too
I gotta
long,
get
no
these
hooks, too long, no hook, goddamn,
Look,
no
it's not-
no beat switch, no switch flow.
No switch flow is the real thing. If you got a lot to say, nigga, the flow gonna switch. Hey, look, hey, look.
For
I don't even want to do this. I don't even want to do this because they gonna say, I'm hating for real now. But if I go back and look at the words on the song, bro, I better.
It was a couple of bars I was like,
It better not see. I better not just see a repeating of topics regurgitated in different formats, bro. That's what. Because you were saying he got a lot to say, and I believe that. But I don't feel like this song
that's what
was
street niggas
amazing.
do. They say the same thing a lot.
It's
Hey,
2025, niggas. The streets are dead. Okay,
I mean,
right? We
y'all
passed
trying to
that.
say- y'all trying to say
we passed
the
that.
the streets divided, nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah, the
saying?
streets
Which side of
divided.
the street, y'all?
Streets is divided, right?
I see you got the Yerky in your cafe. You gonna drink your beer? I'll take it off your hands for you.
Yes, I'm gonna drink my beer.
The
Okay, it's
Yerky.
fine. It's all good. Let it dissolve. It's all good. Anyway, so speaking of dissolving, man, the Megan Thee Stallion lawsuit, which has dissolved into a Megan Thee Stallion win, quote unquote. How much was it? She got it was like 59,000.
Yeah.
About 60 bands. How much do lawyers cost? More than 60 bands.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta pay for that too.
And so they said it was about sending a message. Do you guys believe the message was sent? Do you think that the blogs have stopped slandering Megan Thee Stallion? Or not even the blog, even the streets. She sent the message to the streets.
I mean, she's gonna always have her fan base that's
He's
gonna
all
rock with her.
fucking messy.
She's gonna always have her fan base that's gonna rock with her regardless. But I'm definitely seeing more traffic on on Twitter about goddamn motherfuckers not rolling with her. And then she just dropped the shit today talking about she wanna basically file an appeal because during the little lawsuit with Milagro, the both teams, the defense and the prosecutors, they both basically came to the agreement that the jury would decide what does Milagro count as a media personnel. They decided that she did, which in turn created the situation where the judge had to say she couldn't be found liable on major portions of the case because Meg Thee Stallion's attorneys or whatever never sent Milagro a cease and desist, which you must do, I guess, if you're doing business with a media team. So because of that, she don't gotta pay what you just said she gotta pay. But also she's trying to goddamn flip it to where now she wants just the judge to decide. But I'm like, that's crazy because you were so confident that the jury would find that she wasn't a media personnel. But now that the media, you agreed, and now that the media went the opposite of what you wanted them to do, now you want to go back to the judge.
The lawyer told her to agree. By the way, just
Well, I mean,
As
that's
a
your
caveat.
team,
Like,
nigga.
I'm just saying,
like
you have both sides.
I just don't want because he's
So look,
clearly the
I just want to say
expert.
Wait, I just want to say.
I mean, I watch.
Okay,
more
and
shit
now
than
we
I-
have, and this isn't on the list, but it hearing you speak about it, these mistakes that you can say were made by the prosecution or the defense, the lawyer teams. This seems like a faulty play or whatever. There were also apparently faulty plays in the Tory Lanez case. They said they said, and I'm just gonna say they because the sources are. I seen this on Twitter, but they say that Tory is basically implying that there were over 60 mistakes made by the legal team.
Well, Tory's not implying. His lawyers are.
His lawyers,
implying.
right. No, you know what? That's that. No, because I should have said that because they are. No, it really is that.
But
Like that, what is?
I
like,
seen
that's
the
not
goddamn.
hurting
I seen
anyone.
what you talking about.
And no,
Goddamn.
I don't want to talk about that specifically, but I
Yeah.
want to just talk about Megan Thee Stallion's team of lawyers and
Yeah.
how she's been handling cases and where this goes for her and how this reflects on her career.
I mean,
She ain't going to court more than any other brother motherfucker.
if it's true,
Like-
if what she said happened is true, then she's doing what she's supposed to do. If what she said happened isn't true, she's still doing what she's supposed to do because technically she dug herself too big of a hole. Now she gotta see it through. She gotta hope goddamn it never comes to light. So she gotta do what she's doing either way. She gotta goddamn sue the bloggers and fucking make appeals to try to goddamn get things more favorable to her, whether what she said was true or not. She got to do that.
Does she have to though? Because I want to ask about how these defamation cases have become in the eyes. I think they're becoming more popular amongst rappers and artists, or are they? Have artists always been doing this, Sam? Would you say? Because Chris Brown ever filed some defamation cases?
I don't think the dudes have.
And this is my thing,
Again,
as the surface of these ladies come up.
Maybe because most shit legal. Most people handle those type of legal matters under the table. They don't even get to trial. They settle or do some shit. But I mean, I'm sure it is always a thing, and the media personnel thing is important because again, journalists and media do have a journalistic ethics to apply. Like they're not supposed to lie, but if they're just doing their job and reporting what's fact, then that's not defamation.
Right.
And people do be trying to sue.
Yeah, and I know Megan Thee Stallion speaking about how much she won and how that didn't really offset the cost of what she got into. I know this was a statement for her because allegedly there was the revenge porn and the AI revenge porn involved. And I understand where that's a line that cannot be crossed even if you are media, but there's always so many people talking about Megan Thee Stallion and so many negative lights all over the place. Do you think that this spills into other places, or do you think she's done with the defamation suits?
I mean, I if you would have told me, asked me this 3 hours ago, I might have said she might be done. But clearly, she just said her lawyers just put in another appeal for the judge shit.
This is the same one, though. Do you think that, she goes after anyone that doesn't have revenge porn attached to it? Because this is kind of, Milagro there's a chip. There's revenge porn in this. It's not just straight up and down she was talking shit about things there's, she posted AI porn, and that really wasn't something that we had seen in Megan Thee Stallion until this point, allegedly. And so, on this level.
I feel like that was part of the problem, because you have to, it's like you have to determine, is it revenge porn or is it AI porn? It's two different things. And when it comes to law, technicalities matter. So that detail, for one, matters. For two, did the person promote it or share it, or did they just acknowledge it? Yeah. That matters. It's a technicality. So I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like
it was a win or a loss, Breezy.
Oh, for her?
Yeah,
I feel like it was a loss, but
definitely. Yeah. The mission was not accomplished whatsoever.
The mission of
nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
she didn't get the money she wanted. Yeah. I'm presuming.
You don't think a statement was made?
And I don't think if she would have won. It's like Drake trying to make a statement that he's turning on UMG in the middle of his Iceman rollout, and then he loses the case. There's no statement being made. You lost.
And now Iceman is just
so goddamn. Yeah, I feel like if she would have got that bread, or at least had she been able to prove that Milagro wasn't media, then that's a W. Mm-hmm. But she didn't get neither one of those. So to me, that's a L.
So if you're Milagro, you're vibing right now.
Did she win the case?
Yeah, essentially, yes.
Oh, okay then. So that's a win for her.
Okay.
It's just as plain and simple technicality of law, right? Win or lose. Did they win the case or did they lose?
Oh, man. Okay, and so talking about winning and losing cases, we know Netflix has been in a lot of situations where they've made a lot of big W's when it comes to acquiring things, when it comes to acquiring studios, companies that have been there long before them that are kind of succeeding to Netflix and the new streaming model. I want to know, is TV completely dead at this point now that Netflix is buying some of these big boys' pockets out?
I mean, that shit been dead.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
It's been dead.
Bro,
right now, niggas is just scavenging what's left.
Man, the mere fact you gotta buy literally every station, what have you got a network you have to pay for. So everybody got their own separate, everything's so divided. You gotta buy everything. You know what I'm saying? She was hard.
Which is exactly why TV is not dead. How can y'all say that every station, ABC, Fox, all that shit.
Well, I was thinking
it's TV, right?
So yes, this is what I was thinking. And so continue.
All of those are TV.
Mm-hmm.
And you can buy exclusive packages for some stuff. Some stuff is on Netflix or whatever. But again, with the antenna, you can get all of these channels that are TV on that. You can get your Fox, you get your CBS, you get your ABC, you get your 69 UPN, CW or whatever. And
not regular ass cable. You talking about all that,
the antenna,
all that other shit. Goddamn, the Peacock and the motherfucking
right. And Peacock and also NBC you can get on the antenna, which is what Peacock is. It is NBC. What they're doing, TV is partnering with the streaming. So now it's really a monopoly now. At a point, it was like, okay, maybe I'll either pay for cable or get Netflix or something. Now they're at the point where you gotta pay for the streaming anyway, and the TV people still getting the money from the streaming.
I feel like it was a monopoly before when everything was on one thing. Now everything is everywhere.
It was different. It was different things. Like it was DirecTV, it was Dish Network, it was
agree.
Xfinity, and then and
So
different
I was
cops and
thinking
all
about
that
this
stuff.
today. So I'm
Like, so
watching
you still had
YouTube.
a choice of what you wanted to get. So it wasn't a monopoly. It's not like you had to get DirecTV.
But you
So I'm
got a choice
watching.
of what app. I feel like it's even worse now. I mean, I feel like it's even more of a choice. I mean, more of a decision now because when I choose maybe Paramount Plus, I just have to pay for that. I don't have to pay for the monopoly. To me, was when everything was when you paid your cable bill, you got these 20 channels and all them niggas was in there. Like there was no choice of I just want this or I just want that unless you was getting a sports package.
I feel like that's not a monopoly because there were different companies that could give you the same services, essentially, right? Monopoly, it still doesn't exist. You know, we still have, but I think that it's getting worse. And this is what I would say. I was watching YouTube TV earlier, and I'm thinking as we're about to have this conversation, I'm like, TV isn't really dead at all. It depends on what you mean by TV. If we're saying TV is when you take these shows and you schedule them and then you show them on a channel, that's TV, right? And then streaming is when you can pick a show and watch all the seasons. We'll just say that's a differentiator for now, right? And so my thing is TV's not dead because when I open up YouTube TV, which is a very popular service and something that I think Netflix is looking to get further into with the sports, these are scheduled shows that are coming on and we're watching them. And I want to go do that. When I'm like, I don't even want to pick what I want to watch. Schedule it for me. That's TV. TV is not dead in that sense. If we're saying TV in a traditional sense, cable, those cable companies are fucked. Yes. Cable is dead. I would say that. Those cable companies, Dish and all of them, unless they've done their work in getting into the
YouTube TV is literally DirecTV.
yes, and I agree.
It's the
It's
exact
literally
same
the same
thing.
thing.
Like they just fool you because now it's YouTube TV. The only thing that YouTube TV is different, they bought NFL ticket from they acquired NFL Sunday ticket.
Well, and it's
so
streamed,
now,
it's not over a cable.
well, yes,
Yeah, Dish had the
yes,
Dish satellite.
yes,
but it's
I got
streamed.
you.
Yeah, so that's the
And
difference to me.
But you just like
And there's
on
major
DirecTV,
functionality difference.
if I wanted to pause the show or record a show, I could do that on my DirecTV.
Rewind a big function.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
rewind, all that-
Rewind
the
the
same
sports.
shit that
Rewind the
YouTube
sports
do.
broadcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, those type of things.
From a nigga that worked DirecTV for 2.5 years, installing it and all that shit, training niggas and all that shit. It was TV was failing then, which is why I quit because work was slowing down in terms of how I view TV, which was where your two options. It was one where you turn on the shit and it show what the shit is schedule and all that shit, and then the other one was the streaming. Well, TV to me is this over here,
The scheduling one.
Yeah. So that to me, when you ask me is TV dead, that shit's dead. YouTube
But
TV.
I don't know if it's dead. I feel like it got resurgence. It never died. In my
Rebranded.
opinion, it never died. That company died. The company you worked for could not provide that service in a fashion that people wanted. But that service is not dead. The scheduling of shows and people watching it is thriving on YouTube TV right now. And in sports. That's the whole sports model is still big. You don't pick, people aren't watching a season of sport. People aren't going back to watch that shit. They're watching highlights. That people don't watch a stream if we're using it in my terms of watching seasons or watching a scheduled show.
Right.
People aren't watching seasons of sports. That's still TV. It's just
that's the only thing holding them niggas up to me.
When I open up YouTube TV, and I know sometimes at night you guys aren't always picking the show you want. If you have access to YouTube TV, you're not always picking a show. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got them put on. It's a Family Guy playing. You put that shit on, and then 2 hours later, it's another show playing on CBS. Maybe. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say for myself, I have YouTube TV.
Yeah.
I literally only use it to watch sports.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Everything else I'm watching on something.
Yeah.
YouTube. I watch YouTube videos all the time. I watch Netflix, Hulu, all that shit. But I'm never watching scheduled TV. Even shows that work on TV, like let's say what's the shit? Lucius Lion shit. That shit was on TV, whatever station that was. I watched it back then in 2016 when it was on TV, but I stopped watching it around 2017, 18, and now I recently just started watching it again on streaming. Like, I'm not really watching scheduled shit. I'm not trying to be like There is no 106 in Park. There ain't no show on TV right now that got the same movement as 106 in Park, where niggas is watching this shit live every day at the scheduled time. No, that shit, none of this scheduled shit.
Niggas are watching Dancing with the Stars every day.
That's the show that's keeping it up.
Well, it's not. That's on a TV network.
I think there's 10 of those.
All
off the top of my mind, there's 10 of those.
All I'm saying is you utilize your, and that's your opinion. You utilize your
sports is a form of scheduled TV.
It is. It is exactly scheduled TV because niggas is lining up at 8:15 to watch that shit on Monday night on ESPN, which is a TV network.
Well, when we say is it dying, I'm not talking.
No, not that. And that's the whole thing. It's dying, and I think the death has been really, really slow. I don't think it's dead at all, and I think people tried to say it was dead a while ago, but that was before YouTube TV and them really picked it up. It was dying, and it was scary. You didn't see. You was like, this shit finna be dead.
Well, go on.
But when YouTube TV and shit pick it up, now that shit could last. The death is a lot slower now. For a lot of those channels, Disney XD, all that shit, it's a lot slower for those channels now.
Yeah, but I feel like even on that shit, people are still watching the library. They're not watching live shit.
It wouldn't be there. Stop. You don't do that. It wouldn't be there if the YouTube. It would not be there. No, it would not be there if it was not. Stop. If it wasn't making money.
You have to let me finish.
Because you capping off what you watch.
No, I'm not. If you would let me finish, I'm comparing what I experience in life to what I used to experience in life.
That's not about.
Wait. That's not.
That's you versus you.
You're not letting me finish. I said I'm comparing what I experienced in life to what I used to experience in life. This isn't about what I watch. This is about what I hear, what I see other people watch. So that's what I'm saying. It's not about me. What I'm saying is, growing up in life, there was a time where you always heard people talk about, oh, I gotta watch this at this time. This at this time. I'm saying nobody ever says that other than sports.
You're lying. This summer.
Wait. No, but
you can't say nobody.
I said to me.
And I'm telling you to you. And I'm saying that's not. And my point is,
your girl was watching TV with us on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Saturdays to watch Love Island at 8 a.m.
It's huge.
It's on TV. It's on NBC, but it streams on Peacock. That is a TV show.
And my point is, I hear that to you. It's whatever, but I don't think it's dead. We're asking if TV is dead, which people have tried to say. I think that when it comes to streaming services that picked up those channels, if we're saying TV is channels that give you scheduled shows, I think that they got a second life that is unprecedented. They would not have had even close to the amount of time that they're going to have now because of those platforms giving them that second life.
Possibly.
And I don't think they would have did that if it wasn't lucrative. If shows like Love Island didn't still pop up on these networks. If these networks didn't still have money to buy shows. It's running out, yes. And Netflix is now buying those networks. But they still got a lot of money. Those people are very rich.
Bravo is a TV station. And every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, a Real Housewives of a certain city is on. It comes on Bravo on TV. And then streams the next day on Peacock. So you get the opportunity to do it, but it's still a TV show that people tune in on the night of and watch it on TV.
I agree.
If every TV show is an hour, we'll just give it an hour. Mm-hmm. If every TV show is an hour, and there's 24 slots. That's supposed to be 24 TV shows that come on this network. And you telling me about 2 slots that people are checking out? To me, that's not surviving. To me, that's dying. It's just those 2 slots.
I said it's dying. I said it's not dead.
Well, to me, that's dead. Like, dying to me is if you're at like 10.
I don't think that's
12.
True.
If you only have 2 out of 24, that's dead to me.
No, because those networks have always been carried by their big shows.
Right.
These shows, those small shows never have been the front runner when it comes to... Even Netflix has shows that make it that. When it comes to The Office, that's the reason Peacock was even able to exist in that moment, because they had a show that brought... So I can't say that just because only 2 shows are working. Right now, like VH1 runs off just ridiculousness. And that shit fucking makes the fucking money, as it always has for the show.
They finally canceled that shit too.
VH1 for me, there was
VH1 MTV.
VH1 MTV, that whole conglomerate, they had multiple shows. It wasn't no 2. It was multiple, including ridiculousness.
Well, they do have
It was
MTV do have shows
multiple. It
that
was
people
at least
tune
two
into.
handfuls of shows
People
just on
tune
them 2
into
episodes.
people tune into Tammy Roman show, the Caught in the Act. People tune in to watch that shit. People watch the challenge. I'm people. They have ratings as well. The challenge comes on Wednesdays at 8. So it's still stuff that people watch on TV, bro. And now it might be like if I'm at Kel's crib, we might watch the challenge at 8 on Wednesday on YouTube TV, but it's on MTV.
I agree.
You know, and that's a TV station.
I agree with
I think that TV in the form of scheduling a show is actually a lost art that if we tap back into using streaming, we could be something big. And I think that these people do. When these people, it's just not really consistent. When these people are announcing on Twitter with a graphic that they're going live with Kim Kardashian Friday at 7 p.m., it's a fucking TV show. It's not you streaming it because you can't. If you watch it afterwards, that's you streaming it. But if you catch that live, that's a fucking scheduled show that you're watching, essentially. You know what I'm saying? But, that's up to interpretation on what TV means. If you mean getting it from cable, you mean getting it from Wi-Fi, if you mean the ability to do all this, blah, 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 blah. But if we're just saying it's scheduling TV, I think that scheduled entertainment is something that if people keep ignoring and trying to push it aside and just doing this on-demand entertainment thing, we're going to lose the essence of surprise when it comes to being content creators, when it comes to these shows. Because when you schedule something, that gives people time to prepare for it. When people can prepare for something before they watch it, they can invest more of their time into it and not be interrupted if they can plan their day around it. And that can give you more of an impact on the people. If that's TV, I don't think it's dying. I think that it can never die, in my opinion. Scheduled show, scheduled entertainment can never, if that's what TV is. But that's up for interpretation.
To me, it can't just be scheduled entertainment. Consistency. Like,
Yeah.
it would have to, that's TV to me. It can't just be like this one-off. We're filming with Kim Kardashian. It would have to be like every Friday we film with Kim Kardashian. To me, that's when it turns into TV.
And I feel like that's podcasting, which is actually becoming super popular. When we know that Joe Budden show drops on Whoop Whoopity Whoop, we're going to watch it on those days for shit show, especially if we're subscribed or paying. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like people need to define what they think TV is, because cable, those networks, like you said, Dish and all of them, they dead. Oh, they're gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's a lot of people right now who are 20 who are out there buying cable. Point blank in the discussion. You know what I'm saying? But that's dead. Cable's dead. TV though, scheduled entertainment, it's only just beginning. If you ask me, that shit is getting a resurgence, and it's gonna be something big, gigantic. Because as more people get access to equipment, as more people get access to technology to make their own scheduled entertainment, you're gonna want to watch something scheduled more.
Yeah, but the problem is the economics. I feel like part of the reason why TV, quote unquote, died, as far as I'm concerned, was the pricing. But now, if you have to pay for 10 different services to get all the things you watch, basically it ends up being the pricing that it was. So it's like, I feel like, and it's still increasing. So I feel like they're gonna fuck themselves with this shit.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's gonna the same thing that happened to cable is gonna happen to them if they keep doing it.
No, niggas just gonna go back to cable. It's still an option. It's still out there.
Right,
Okay,
and
so
then
the
if
same
cable
thing
gets
that
cheap,
happened to cable,
they go
it's gonna happen
goddamn.
to them. They're
If
gonna
cable can
purchase
get cheap
something.
enough, and if the features availability and cable can get cheap enough, they can do it. They just don't have the money for that.
You have certain cable networks or cable companies that have logins for all the apps and streaming. You pay for the TV service and you get access to the apps. So they still, like I said, they're both in the bed together.
I agree. The entertainment bed. Right.
Which is why they're about to make the same mistake.
I remember when Comcast got on demand. This shit started it all, huh? Was that the start of on-demand entertainment?
Like
YouTube
was.
Well, no, was YouTube before all that or what? What was first?
YouTube
was before
YouTube didn't have no on-demand stuff though.
Yeah.
YouTube just had videos.
No, I mean that is on-demand entertainment.
No, like
DirecTV was out before.
No, when I say on-demand, I mean like you can choose what part of the show you want to watch now.
I think it was DirecTV.
You know what I'm saying? So DirecTV was before Comcast.
Yeah,
it's
YouTube
the same
didn't come out.
shit.
YouTube didn't come out until like 2008 or some shit. DirecTV,
Right, oh,
I
shit.
had that DirecTV when I was 10.
Yeah,
So that's
and it let you choose like
2000.
what
Yeah,
episode of the what
you could choose like for those things like
certain shows.
yeah, it wasn't
Right.
like completely
Yeah.
goddamn free for all, but it was like for certain things you could choose what you wanted to watch and then choose fast forward rewind right there on the box
Right.
with your regular cable remote.
Yeah.
But goddamn, probably YouTube. I don't know, because Comcast they got it pretty early too, but they had
Right,
got
it was
it.
about
They
the
had got
same
it before
time.
I realized they had got it.
Mhm.
No, it's not in competition with DirecTV. DirecTV had it first. I'm talking about for second. It probably was Comcast. I just didn't realize it until later on down the road because I didn't know that many people with Comcast. But I mean, like Quan was probably the main nigga I knew that had Comcast.
This whole conversation's about the future when it comes to Atlanta, when it comes to streaming and TV. They've been great. What about the future of music? What have you guys been listening to right now? Just one song off the top.
I'm like decent or
Just
period?
one song you've been listening to that's new. Yeah, that's come out in the past 2 months. New album, new artist, new song. Who's been in the rotation that you're like, wow, they just dropped some new stuff.
Yeah, for me,
21 Savage.
I mean,
21
21. Matter of fact, I listened to
That's
21 with the
not-
FDO too.
Yeah.
I wasn't counting that because that was just this weekend.
Uh-huh.
But so I haven't really been listening to it.
Yeah.
But goddamn, I listened to the 21 shit when I listened to FDO. And that shit was straight. I mean, I understand why people were saying the things that they were saying, like it was just like okay.
Excuse me.
But he had a nice little run. He had a 3-song run that I was really fucking with. I think Dog Shit in that run.
I hated that song.
And
Don,
I was disappointed.
First of all, when I listened to
hated
it,
that song.
when I listened to it with Don, he had it
Like
on shuffle,
Slow
so
Life.
it wasn't in order.
And
yeah,
the Cook
y'all,
was
y'all listen to shit.
Yeah, everything like that.
I mean,
But it was
sure.
Dog Shit, Code of Honor, and Gang on Over Everything. Them three, that three.
Those two songs are fire.
What's name was
Now,
straight.
the Dog Shit just doesn't
And then I
belong
like the
next to those
last three.
songs.
Huh?
I said Dog Shit just doesn't belong next to those.
I'm
two.
happy.
Yeah.
My
The little two
dog.
songs are actually like of substance.
Yeah. And then the last 3 songs, I fuck with them shits too.
The house look like Buckingham.
Who you been listening to, Breezy?
Hell.
Who been? I just want to give the people something to listen to, man, before we get out of here.
Man, I say the song that I've been, 2 songs I've been bumping lately a lot is H.E.A.R.D. Where would I be?
New album or no? Is it coming?
Where would I be
It's
without
out.
my baby?
It's out. Okay, yeah. H.E.A.R.D.
Yeah, the song is on the album. And the baby, better to my wife.
That was the single
The baby.
off the album, or is the album
Oh
coming?
yeah, I seen that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Don't
I think the baby album's coming. I think the baby's trying to. Yeah, I think the baby's trying to cook back.
I don't think he ever stopped dropping shit.
He kind of didn't, but albums like he probably dropped.
I feel like I seen somewhere that he said that the album was done or ready.
Yeah.
He's on a record label.
Pretty
or
sure it's
something.
coming. I mean,
That's probably.
most niggas once you start
Interesting.
dropping songs, they coming.
Yeah.
But the baby that been
Hmm.
doing is kind of like I haven't heard it. I haven't looked for it on streaming yet, but I haven't heard it like in a car or anything. I only heard it through Twitter. I
Right.
seen like the video. He was talking to his nephew on the bench or whatever. It was cool, but goddamn, I didn't know if I should take it as a real song. Kind of like the shit that he did about the girl that got stabbed on the train. Like I didn't really take that as a real song.
Bro, but it was a real song. But I'm just like, the baby is like the type of nigga who just keep throwing shit at the wall. Bang, 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 until something hit. Cause like, I just
Me?
remembered that.
Yeah, at
and
least
that
he
had
dropped
a
the
terrible
music.
reception. Niggas was like, what is
Yeah,
he
that did.
doing? It was
But I feel like
awful.
it just had terrible initial reception. Once you knew, figured out what he was doing, like you heard the backstory,
Yeah.
heard he talked to the lady or what. I
gotta look at
talked
the
to lady
YouTube
family
comments.
and all that shit. Then you'd be like, okay, but I still don't think it was a good idea.
I gotta look at the YouTube comments.
You
They be
tryna
telling the
rewrite
truth.
that.
The YouTube comments are full of mature people who be like, no, seriously, like the
No, they're not.
No, bro.
They
Who,
are not.
and who is you gonna say? Instagram,
Filter.
Twitter, or YouTube got more mature comments? As far as like people who take the time to digest some shit and then
Okay, it depends on your filter or
It
your
depends.
YouTube comments, because if the good shit is at the top, I can understand where you're coming from. There is some good stuff in there. Might more good stuff than on Instagram or something, because niggas just do one line.
That's what I was saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
I
just
get
my
that,
yeah, that's what I was saying.
but the comments on all social medias and apps is hilarious.
You
It's really-
hear that? You guys are fucked up out there, man.
They're gonna fry you for everything.
I've been listening to Lil Baby Get Along. This is actually off of the Lil Baby The Leaks tape. I'm not a Lil Baby fan. I actually hate Lil Baby's music. He only has a couple good singles. But I will say that his friends, when he gets around Lil Yachty, Lucky, and V's, and Robert Rodriguez is also in that group, those 5 people make a lot of music together. Those are some youngins that you may not have heard about. They make amazing music together, and it's typically not about the same stuff that Lil Baby would rap about if he was alone. You know what I'm saying? And not the new Lil Baby, but the old one. They make really good music, and I love when they get together. They're all 4 of them on the song, which is a great treat for me. I really enjoyed it, but I didn't listen to the rest of the album, and I won't. So.
Was that the first song on there?
No, I just seen it one day and was like, oh shit, they on a song together, and I added it and listened to it.
You know,
Well, I mean,
you know, he don't be listening to that.
Sam,
Everything in order.
I'm surprised you didn't know about the Lil Baby.
I do know about it.
Lil Baby album, The Leak?
His delete.
Yeah.
It came out in December.
What song you like from it?
I haven't listened to it. Y'all know I don't listen to music like that.
That was a
All
good
when
save.
it drops.
That was a good
No, I don't. Like I had to listen to the 21 Savage shit over here. I didn't play that shit on my
Don't
own.
put me in it.
No, I'm saying you played the 21 Savage album like twice on shuffle, and I heard it over here. Hell, I've been listening to Wicked, so
That's what I'm saying. The
I
last
listen
song
to-
I listened to getting out the car when I got off of work was Mason Margiela, nigga. I got my playlist.
I
where
listened to
throw
2010. I listened to
This is the
2010
vibe that I
music.
want to hear, nigga.
I have to go play
This is
that
the vibe
shit.
that I want to hear,
True
nigga.
We about to play
Yeah.
it right now.
Alright.
All right, boys, we're out. We're gonna go listen to Mason Margiela.
That's that shit.
God
What is that?
damn.
Future.
Future.